it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months saying I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Tackled by Avonte Maddox.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
The ball carrier, Nickel Roby-Coleman on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Let's go one more.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Eagles nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4. Solid run up the middle. What made it successful?
Well, what you have to do is control the nose guard, but sometimes you don't do it by blocking him. You do it by influencing him. Get him moving to one side or the other and hit him back on the opposite.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. It's Corey Clement. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A big play there for the Niners. 78 yards. 18-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Eagles nothing.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
They'll run with Mostert. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level. The quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
12. Check Mike 57.
And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles 31. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Mostert. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go. 11. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
Here's Mostert. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
The tackle made by...
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line, because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
13.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Sanders has the first down and much more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Philadelphia.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see, finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he connects with Ertz. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
First and goal.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Well, they're going to try this thing. They're at the 5, 4th and goal. They're going to go for it. We'll see. Run, probably pass to both in the arsenal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Yes. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. One of these These two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Another run with Sanders. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Taking it about the 16. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Gold to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Wentz on the give to Sanders. They find some open field here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, 78 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Once again, it's Mostert. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, and a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
I'm coming. He's cracked. 21. Hey, watch it. 11. Jim. Check.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
And 16.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, check. Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
The ball carrier.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
To Marquise
Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now Wentz on third down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
On the play. Brings up fourth.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he stopped immediately there. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Taken down right at the line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
47 the mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. That's right, baby, they don't want it. 47 mic, 47. One, Omaha. Here I come.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Eagles on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Wentz to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. And this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mostert. And he's got some space here. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we can nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
11.
This is Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. Increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Niners 34, Eagles 6. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Mike's by 4. Watch the run. Check 43.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48.
Sanders, the ball.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down, Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Miles Sanders.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it, Sanders. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check 13. Check 13.
On second down, it's Sanders. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Is 3rd down.
One final try now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The fourth